For homework tonight, let's take a look at the questions, the assignment at the end of the day one portion of Picture Lab. It says, number one, the dominant color of a pixel whose RGB values are 45, 202, and 97. So 202 is the dominant one. What's that middle value represent? RGB, red, green, blue, so that'd be green. Number two, if your dimensions are 200 by 620, what are the coordinates of pixel in top right corner? Okay, that would be row 0 and column 619, I think. Is that right? I think so. Okay. Number 3, a pixel with RGB values all the same at 97. Well, that's, the range goes from 0 to 90 to 255, right? 0 is black if everything's 0. If everything's 255, it's white. It's kind of nearer to 0 than 255, so it'd be a darker gray, some kind of gray color, darker gray. Okay, you can see back here, kind of like around there, right? Even darker than that, between dark gray and very dark gray. Okay. Number 4. If it's all 252s, that's extremely, extremely white, right? If you didn't know, you could run what? Color Chooser and make everything in the RGB tab 252. Take a look at it. That is super light gray. Okay, it's almost white. It's like a dark white. If that's such a color, I don't know. Okay, so I'll just say very light gray. Number 5. If all bits in a byte are 1, what decimal value is that? So a single binary digit is a 1. If you have 8 of them, it looks like that. And that would be the base 2. That's a byte. So that would be in decimal, 255 in decimal. And be ready to convert that to hex. And that would be FF in hex. Okay. Number 6, if that's confusing, talk to me. Talk to a neighbor, talk to me. Make sure you understand that. Number 6, for a white pixel, it's just all 255s. 7, black pixel, all 0s. 8, how many bytes that take the RGB color model, including the alpha color. We didn't talk about that much. I just mentioned, I hope briefly, it's the last thing in the lesson. It's right here they talk about it being related to how transparent a color is, a pixel is. So again, back number 8. So that would need 4 bytes in, I guess, right? 4 bytes. 4 bytes. Okay. 1 for each color plus the alpha. And you could do that with int, no problem, the int type. 9, how many rows? So 1,000 times 1,000 is 1,000,000, right? That's 1 megapixel. If it has, how many rows do they have? So 2 megapixel, how do you get 2 million? It'd be 2,000, right? 2,000 times 1,000 is 2 million. That's 2 megapixels. And they give you a hint here, a megapixel is 1,000,000 pixels. 10, pure red goes red, green, blue, right? So 255, 0, 0. 11, pure blue, red, green, blue, that's the last number, third number. 0 for red, 0 green, and 255 for blue. 12. Which one's the brightest? It'd be the first one, right? The first one. It has higher components, 160, 221, and 79. And again, you can run your color chooser and try that out and see it if it was hard for you. 13. So bottom right corner is 5276. So that means it's 53 rows, 53 by 77 columns, right? Because 0 through 52 make 53, and 0 to 76 makes 77. 14, a 1.8 megapixel. Let's see. It's got 1,500 rows. So how many columns does it have? Oh boy. A little bit of arithmetic here, right? We got to take 1,800,000 and then divide that by 1,500. Okay. I'm not going to do that in my head. I'm sure I could, but since I'm on video, I'll probably screw it up. So I'll do it on the calculator and divide that by 1,500. And so that's 1,200. What were we figuring out? We're figuring out 1,200 columns. So that's 1,200 columns, right? 1,500 rows. So what's it want to know? It wants to know the lower right corner. So that would be, here's the answer, 1499, comma, 1199. Did I do that right? I'm not really sure, am I? 1,500 rows, the last one's 1499. 1,200 columns, so the last one's 1199.